Hi there, Mary at the Meri.Atelier here. I'm sitting in my studio in front of my laptop, and I have been really bad about getting around to answering comments. You guys are so good about leaving comments on my video, you'd think that I could at least reply to them. So I'm going to sit down this afternoon. This is Sunday afternoon. I really want to be out doing some urban sketching. But you know, I need to answer some of these comments. So I'm going to go through the first 8 days of videos that I posted on the 30 paintings in 30 days. It's a challenge issued by Gina Ahrens, and I'm just thoroughly enjoying that that challenge, Gina. I'm just having all sorts of fun with it. So I'm going to go through those 8 videos and answer the comments. Some of the comments are just short little enjoyed your video comments, and I'll probably say thanks for stopping by. I have to put on my eyeglasses to read the comments. So, and the comments, I'm reading them in the order that I'm seeing them on my screen. No particular order. You may see them in a different order, and I'm just reading what I'm seeing. Today is June the 14th. There may be other comments posted after that. I can't reply to a comment that hasn't been posted yet. So the first, on day 1, I did the little half doll that was on top of the little teacup. Had all sorts of fun doing that. The first comment is left by, and please forgive me if I can't pronounce your name correctly. I probably did not pronounce my own channel name correctly, so be it. Kriya Boutique. I think her real name is Renje, R-E-N-J-E. Sweet lady, love her channel. She says, a true little piece of art. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I just have so much fun doing these, and I learn every little index card painting that I do. I learn. Linda Lapatka says, oh my goodness, this is wonderful. I'm always sitting here saying, wow, as you paint. Beautiful, Mary, really beautiful. Thank you so much, Linda. I say, oh my goodness, when I watch your videos. You do beautiful stamping techniques. You do wonderful cards. Your tickets, you're hosting all those YPP swaps. Can't keep up with you, lady. Mona Ray says, you make magic with your paintbrushes. Thank you, Mona, and you do too. I'd like to see more videos from both Linda and Mona. Linda, I'd love to see more of your ARCAD videos, and Mona does wonderful, wonderful, wonderful watercolor drawings, watercolor sketches. Mona is a part of the Facebook group Crazy Island Family, and she posts a lot of her watercolors and Zentangles and that type of thing over at the Crazy Island Family group on Facebook. I always look forward to your posts, Mona. Phoebe says, that is so cool. Great first painting. The half dolls are very cool. This was my first intro to them. Thank you very much. I have collected half dolls, I would say for the last 10 years, and have not purchased any in the last 4 years. I'm just enjoying my collection. If I see one that I like, and if I can afford it at the time, then I'll buy it. Mr. Victor Crafter, hi Victor. Thank you for all your posts that you leave on my video. Victor is always, he seems like he's the first one to post, and he's always sharing my posts out on Google+. And Victor, that is so much appreciated. Thank you so much. He says, as always, just amazing. Well, thank you, Victor. Gina Ahrens goes by GBA Ahrens when she posts. She says, great job, Mary. Well, thank you, Gina. And thank you for the challenge. Gina inspires me. And I know in my last chat video, I was talking about people that inspired me. And I left Gina out. How could I do that? Gina is the person that it seems like she's always, she's a teacher at heart. She's always teaching me something. Marianne McMillan, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful, and I love how you tell us about the objects you are using and supplies. Gina is amazing. Well, yes, Gina is amazing. But remember what 007, is that James Bond, said, never say never. Wow. What am I supposed to never say never about, Mary? Never say never about anything. So the objects in my life seem to always have a little story. It just seems like I keep the things that mean a lot to me, and they always have something in my life that has a story to it. Karen Salos. Karen is another one who always leaves comments. And thank you so much, Karen. And Karen, I can reply to your comments now. She fixed her Google Plus settings so that I can reply to her comments. She says, what a beautiful painting you did, Mary. Why, thank you, Karen. Really appreciate that. Carol M. says, oh, Mary, she's so beautiful. I love how you put her on the teacup. I'm doing the challenge too. And I'm doing watercolors or other media on watercolor paper cut to ATC size cards. I need to look at more Carol's pieces out there. She says, I'm having such fun that even though it's only day 5, I'm on day, I think I'm only on day 8, and here it is, the 14th. I'm seriously behind. I've already done 11 of them. I have those nail brushes, and they are so fantastic to paint with. And she's referring to those little brushes that I got at Sally's. It's a little set of nail art brushes. And I used them, I think, in my very first video, and I haven't used them since. I think I have a serious fear of messing up those brushes. I need to get them out and use them, and maybe I'll try to do that in my next series, my next paintings that I'm doing. I have so many different watercolor products that I want to play with, and this is a perfect way to experiment. So true. That's the good thing of what challenges are about. I'm marking on the back which product I used in that piece. Now that's a good idea. That's a really good idea, Carol. I hope I can remember to do that. I'm going to put little labels on the back of mine. Remind me to do that. It's Mommy says, wow, Mary, that's just awesome and so much fun to watch. You work your magic. Hugs, Karen. Thank you, It's Mommy. Thank you, Karen. You know, it's not particularly my magic, but painting in itself and drawing and sketch has a certain element of magic about it. It's that creation element of taking a piece of paper and painting an object or bringing some type of art that you're seeing in your mind and putting it down in paper. And that's magic that any artist can create. Magic. It's magic. Lucia, do you pronounce your name Lucia? Lucia? McGill says, she's very beautiful, Mary. Thank you very much, Lucia. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you coming over and watching my videos. And that goes for everyone who takes the time out of their day to watch my videos. And, you know, people are busy and life doesn't slow down. So this is one reason why I want to do this chat video and answer some of these comments, because people take the time to stop and comment, and that is so much appreciated. Sue Hillis says, I so much love this. I love the vintage feel. It's quite beautiful, Mary. How long did it take you to do this in real time? Now that's a question I get asked a lot when I do my paintings and my drawings, because I do fast forward them to shorten up the video so that you don't get bored and click away. I know for some people that's hard for them to watch because maybe they have a slow internet connection, or maybe they just need to see things in real time. But when I fast forward through things, you lose that sense of how long did it take you to do this. So I will say for the index cards that I am painting now, I rarely spend more than 3 hours, usually from 2.5 to 3 hours when I'm doing one of those paintings. And that's including dry time, taking your heat gun and drying it and choosing your colors, putting colors on the palette, cleaning your brushes. Usually a session will take me from 2.5 to 3 hours. Now, I think the doorknob that you'll see, I think was in day 7 or 8, that one took less time. I used a more limited color palette, and I had an idea in my head exactly what I wanted to do. Some of these others, I know what I want to do and I want to know how to draw it, but the approach I take does not necessarily mean that that's how I had it all planned out. Sometimes I'll start with just a simple blocking in the image, and you'll see that image takes various forms as I'm painting it. So sometimes I'm just playing with the paint as I go. So usually from 2 to 3 hours per painting for these smaller index cards. Andrea Kidman says, is there something you can't draw? Absolutely. Absolutely. There are a lot of things I can't draw. I am not a perfectionist. I would say I can do architectural type drawings, but if I had to do an architectural type drawing for, let's say, an engineering firm, they would get a piece of fine art versus some of the beautiful, technically perfect drawings that are out there. I do not do a lot of photorealistic drawings. And I probably could if I gridded them out, and I have an idea that a lot of the artists who do photorealistic drawings do grid them out, and that's a whole nother topic. But it's not that I can't do them, it's that it's really just not my style. And so I hope that answers your question, Andrea. First I thought you were going to draw only the figurine, but the cup as well. But with the cup as well, it is so special. Thank you. Thank you very much. I needed something to put that half doll on to bring it up a little so that it was more at my eye level. And you'll see that on these two. Instead of just working off of my desk, I put a cardboard box up there I know I can move. My camera is just my phone camera, and it has a zoom, but it does not have a zoom in the mode that I work in. And in order for me to get the zoom to work, I have to reverse the camera, and then I can't see the shot. I can't see it. So technically, when I'm doing my videos, I don't have zoom. So I put that piece of cardboard box up on my work table to kind of bring my drawing up to more of an eye level so that you can see it better and that I can see it better. And when I did these little half dolls, there was a point to where I had to turn off the camera and bring it up to closer to my eyes so I could see to do the face, the eyes on the face. I had to paint it out 2 or 3 times because I just wasn't getting it when it was a foot away from me. But yes, there are things that I can't draw. Oh. Chichita Green says, well, Meri, I feel like all the others. Wow. Now this is a piece of art, and I just never tire of watching you work. Thank you so much, Chichita. I feel the same way about a lot of the artists on YouTube. I used to just live for Inspiration Wednesdays with Donna Downey, and I know she's brought them back, and I know there's a Facebook group, and I'm not a part of that group, not because I don't want to be. It's just that you can't spread yourself too thin. I'm doing so many things, but I used to just live for Inspiration Wednesdays when Donna Downey would put up her art videos on YouTube. I would just go and watch them, and I would just go, oh, please, never stop doing this. And there are just, Gina Ahrens, I love to watch her work. She's good, and she inspires me, and she introduces me to so many new products. She's very big right now into doing these fantastic, beautiful, awesome watercolors. And Gina is the person who I learned about the fine liners from. Gina, what are you using? Where did you get that? So, I feel the same way about a lot of the YouTube artists. Chichita says, thank you very much for explaining those products that you use. I've not heard of any of them, and it looks like those nail art brushes are a piece of cake for you and Gina to use. Well, I guess I'm going to still learn about that, because I use them, but I haven't used them that much, so that's still on my gotta-do list. Y'all make it look so easy. I have fibromyalgia. I can't even pronounce it. Fibromyalgia? Well, you know, fibro. And my medicines make my hands shake so bad that it's hard for me to do tiny work like that. I am so sorry to hear that. You see, I'm wearing eyeglasses. I never used to have to wear eyeglasses until maybe about the last year, and I'm going, oh, please, I hope I never go blind. I do so sympathize with that. I don't have that, and I hope I never get it, but I have a lot of friends who, and I'm just going to say fibro, I have a lot of friends who have that, and the way I understand it, it's an unidentified pain source that I don't know. But they're worth a try. I finally broke down, let's see, let me get it. I finally broke down and bought some Arts Pro grade watercolor brushes. You're ahead of me, girl. I'm using my craft brushes. I do have some nicer brushes, but I find, same way with my paints and my other media, I don't see myself as a professional artist that's out there showing galleries and selling my art. I'm not in that category. But when I do buy something professional, like professional paints, or really, really nice, it amazes me that brushes cost all the way from $20 to $80 a piece. Well, if I buy something like that, I'm terrified to use it. So I use craft paint. I'll use my craft brushes. I'll get them dirty. I'll get them gluey. I'll ruin them with no guilt. She's talking about her watercolor. I get off onto tangents. I hope that you guys are prepared for another long chat video. She says, she's talking about her watercolor brushes. She says, oh my goodness, do they ever make a difference? The painting went so much smoother. I should try it. Yesterday I followed along with Gina's Wednesday's watercolors, and the sunflowers were my painting. I have yet to decide what I will paint. I think it'll be another bird. I'm loving doing this challenge. Chichita, I'd love to see some videos. I know you have a channel, and I know you aren't putting up much, but boy, even if you just show the things that you're working on, I'd love to see them myself. I've had my grandchildren all day, and normally I would crash after they went home. But I'm like, I gotta paint a picture. I'm like that too. Sometimes I'm just dead on my feet, and I get into my studio when I'm tired like that, and I get to working, and before I know it, 5 or 6 hours have passed. Supper can wait. I don't know. I get hungry. You're a wonderful inspiration. Well, thank you, Chichita. And Gina is an inspiration for getting us all off our bums and getting us painted. Yes, Gina is a true inspiration. Ella Connor says, Mary, I love the teacups, and this yellow rose on this one is just gorgeous. Thank you, Ella. Ella, thank you. That I noticed when I was doing the fast forward that yellow rose on my video, when in the fast forward segment, has some reddish tone, a lot of reddish brown tone to it. And I think that's a function of doing the fast forward. But if you look at the ending segment where I do the flyover of the painting with my camera, and when I show the stills, you'll see that the yellow of that rose actually show up in the picture and on the video. Create Art 1 says, beautiful, I love it, thanks for sharing. Well, thank you, Create Art 1, and let me tell you, girl, you have some talent. I am enjoying your videos. Keep it up, lady. Angie Lupus Life says, lovely painting. Well, thank you, Angie, and thank you for stopping by. You always leave nice comments on my videos, and I need to get over to your channel more often, and that goes for everyone. I wish I had more time, don't we all? Star Rule 539 says, this is awesome. Looks like she's wearing a cup-shaped gown. Yeah, we don't wear gowns like that anymore, do we? We would be tossing them off. We could maybe wear it for 2 hours at an evening function, then we would be done with it. And I cannot pronounce your name, Pauline. Nomadicrus says, hey Mary, I enjoyed this video so much. Your painting turned out awesome. She's beautiful. How did you like the brushes? Will you use them again? Stay creative, Pauline. I do like I'm thinking she's referring to the nail art brushes. I do like them. I did not use the longer ones yet. Will I use them again? Yes, but I don't know when. It's kind of like those $80 brushes. I don't want to ruin them. So, but I do want to start using them again. I would do more nail art, but I'm terrible on my fingernails. Just terrible. Horrible. I mean, if I did some of the beautiful, gorgeous nail art that I see on these videos, it would last exactly 1/2 hour. I would have it chipped off and repainted and totally messed up, but I do enjoy seeing all the gorgeous nail art. Another topic altogether. Never Hopeless says, amazingly beautiful. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate these type of comments. They just, even when I go back and read them, they lift up my day. MZ Scarlett 12345 is CJ, and she says, super, I may just have to do this adventure. Now this is on my day 1 video, and CJ, not only did she start, she zoomed right along. Now I think this weekend is the weekend 6/14, and I think she mentioned that she's going to get behind again because she's got company or something. Boy, do I understand. But not only did she start, she passed me up Zoom, and I'm really enjoying your videos. She does videos of them, and yeah, you're doing great, CJ. Leanne McGill says, oh Mary, I enjoyed watching this piece of art come together. How lovely. I loved watching the background change and the little cup and half doll really come to life. Really beautiful, and once again I'm in awe. Fantastic. I can't wait to see the other 29. Hugs. She says something in there. She says, I love watching the background change, and I will do that. And I kind of mentioned that before, that sometimes I know that I'm going to paint the object and I'll start out, but sometimes the approach, and I think this is part of the creativity. You'll see me use one background, and then I'll go to another, and then I'll change it this way, and then something happens on the paper, and I'll do something completely different. It's kind of like an evolving process, and I know some people, especially when you're doing collage work, they'll say, why do you put down that beautiful piece of paper and then paint right over it? And I don't think it's a process. And when you're actually in the zone, so to speak, of creating, and you know it's beautiful, but you have this thought in your mind, and pretty soon that beautiful paper gets covered up and you're off into something else. And if you watch, that's what I like about videos. You can see the process. You can see that creation as it's happening. Whereas if you go to a gallery and look at a piece of art, you have no idea, or you do not have as much of an idea of how that piece of art came to life. Oh, we could chat all day, couldn't we? 2112 AJ Jones. AJ Jones, 2112 AJ Jones, if you're watching this, and if you see this, and if you happen to hear your name, I can't reply to your comments. And I had this same issue with Karen Salos for the longest time, and maybe you mean it that way, but if you wonder why I never talk back to you, it's because I can't. And if you go to your Google Plus settings and change your Google Plus settings to allow people to talk to you, or if you don't want the whole world to be able to reply to you, you can allow people in your circles, put me in a circle. Even if you only want to talk to me, put me in my own circle, but be sure you put me in a circle, and then when you're setting your Google Plus, you can set a setting that says only allow people in such and such a circle to reply to me. If that's too much, just realize that when I'm not replying to your comments, it's because I can't. The reply button's not there for me. Denise Moore says, I love your painting and I love to watch you paint. Thank you so much. I enjoy these type of comments. I appreciate that. Carol Ann Coca says, beautiful. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Shirley Ping says, I love this. It's absolutely beautiful. So fun. So fun. Sharon Lubecker says, beautiful. Good luck with the challenge, and I'm sure you will do wonderful with it. I'm behind. Today's the 14th, and I finished 9 of them. So 9 and 14. I have 5 to go. I have a week of paintings to do. But I have to get this. I need to reply to these comments, so I'm taking time to do that. Katie Kitty says, you're quite good. It's a darling little painting. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.